Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In the previous class, we are discussing the order conditions of identifiabilities. In today's class, we will start it from the order conditions. We have already discussed various approaches, various techniques to identify the equations, and these techniques includes reduced form equations, mongrel equations, graphical interpretations, and in principle, it is possible to use the reduced form equations to examine the identification of any equations. But from many examples that we have already done, we have looked at how much uh, this method is time consuming and laborious. This process is time consuming and laborious. Fortunately, it is not essential that the identification of any equations will be made by only the reduced form equations. Identification of any equations can be done by many other methods. For example, order and rank conditions of identifications help us make the task to identify the equation much easier as compared to the reduced form methods, reduced form equation methods. So in this class, we look at what is the order and rank conditions. Before moving to the order conditions, we have to consider, we have to introduce some of the notions, notations, some of the concepts. Let's say n equal to the number of endogenous variable in the models, lowercase n, the number of endogenous variable in a given equation. Given equation means the equation of our interest, the equations to whom we want to identify. K is the number of predetermined variables in the models, and lowercase k is the number of predetermined variables in the given equation or equation of interest. Order conditions. What is the order conditions? Order condition is a necessary but not a sufficient conditions of identifications. Order conditions may be stated in two different but equivalent way. So the first statement, first definition of the order condition is in a model of m simultaneous equation, in order for an equations to be identified, it must exclude at least m minus 1 variables, endogenous as well as predetermined, appearing in the model. If the equation exclude exactly m minus 1 variable, the equation is just identified. And if the equation exclude more than m minus 1 variables, the equation is over identified. Very simple definitions. I have a very simple and easy method to calculate, to examine the identification of the set equations. The simple method is look at the total number of variables in the model. Total number of variables in the model. It includes endogenous variable as well as predetermined variable. The first you have to look at the total number of variable in the model. Second, look at the number of variables in the equation of your interest and then make the difference of these two numbers. If the difference is equal to m minus 1, equation will be exactly identified, and if this difference is greater than m minus 1, the equation will be over identified. M minus 1 means m is the total number of endogenous variable in the model, or m minus 1 means total number of endogenous variable minus 1, that is equal to some number. If your variable, if the equation exclude number equal to m minus 1, equation is exactly identified, and if it exclude more than m minus 1 variable, it is over identified. This is one definition, much easier to apply. Simply you have to calculate the total number of variable in the models, and total number includes the endogenous variable as well as predetermined variable, and then calculate the variable in the given equation. Given equation means equation of your interest, the equation for which you are looking the identifications. So the difference of two numbers, total number in the models, total number of variables in the models, and total variable in the equation. The difference, if the difference is greater than m minus 1, equation will be over identified, and if difference is equal to m minus 1, equation will be exact identified. Second definition of the reduce of the order condition is, in a model of m simultaneous equations, in order for an equations to be identified, the number of predetermined variables excluded from the equation must not be greater than the number of endogenous variables included in that equation less 1, that is equal to capital K minus lowercase k greater than equal to m minus 1. If you look at this formula, k is the total number of predetermined variable in the model, and lowercase k is the number of variables in the predetermined variables in the given equation. K minus k shows the number that are excluded from the given equations. So if the number of variables, predetermined variable excluded from the given equation must be greater than the number of endogenous variable, that is small m, endogenous variable in a given equation less 1. So if the k minus k greater than equal to m minus 1, it means the equation will be identified. Whether it is over identified or it is exact identified. If k minus k greater than m minus 1, equation will be over-identified. And if k minus k equal to m minus 1, equation will be exact identified. So these are the two definitions that are made in a different but equivalent way, because the outcome of these two under these two definitions will be same. To understand this definition, we can look at a number of examples to explain the application of order equations to examine the identification. Let's look at the same models that we have already discussed using the reduced form equations. Let's say the first models, that is quantity demand equal to alpha naught plus alpha 1 pt plus error term. This is the demand functions. And the second model is, that is the supply models, supply functions, that is quantities equal to beta naught plus beta 1 pt plus error term. From this model, you can see that we have only two variables, and these two variables are the endogenous one, that is quantity and prices, and both these variables are interrelated. We have discussed it, we have examined it, we have analyzed it. This is the interrelationship of quantity and price through diagram, through figure of market models, where by shifting one time we have shift the demand equations, and we have looked at with this shift the price as well as quantity has been increased. And if one increased, other decreased. And in the supply model, we shift the your supply equation, and as a result of the shift of supply equation, we have examined that both the variables are going to change. It means both variables are interrelated with one another. And through the reduced form, that analysis we have already made, we have examined, we have declared these models as unidentified models, because we have four structural parameters: alpha naught, alpha 1, beta naught, beta 1, but we have only two reduced form coefficients, and with using these two reduced form coefficients, using these two equations, we are unable to estimate the structural numerical value of the four structural parameters. To determine the numerical values of these four structural parameters, we at least require four equations. So look at the first examples. As we have told you, easy way look at to examine the identification using order conditions. First apply the first definitions, and we have to examine the first equations, whether the first equation exclude m minus 1 variables or more than m minus 1 variables. I have given you simple methods to look at the identification through order conditions, and by applying the first definition of order conditions. Look at the total variable in the models. Total variable in the models are only two. One is the quantity, other is the price. Now look at the first equation, demand equation. We want to examine the identification of the demand equation. So look at the total number of variables in the given equation are given of interest, and our equation of our interest is the demand function, and there are total number of variables in the demand function is also 2. So the difference is 0. Total number in the model is 2, and total number in the given equation is 2. So the difference is 0. The requirement of definition is that if an equation is to be identified, it must exclude at least m minus 1. It must exclude at least m minus 1. Or here m minus 1 means m equal to 2, 2 minus 1 equal to 1. And it means if the demand function is to be identified, it must exclude at least one variables that are excluded in the demand, that is excluded from the demand equation, but it is present somewhere else in the model. But you can see that there is only two variables in the whole models, and these two variables are available in the same equations, in the equation of your interest. Same story is for the demand equation, for the supply equations. There are only two variables in the total models, and these two variables are also in the same in the equation of given interest, that is supply functions. So the difference is 0 here. So look at the model has two endogenous variable P and Q, no predetermined variable. To be identified, each of these equations must be excluded at least m minus 1, that is equal to one variable. Since this is not the case, because none of the equation excluded one variable, so both the equations are unidentified. Neither equation is identified. Look at the second equation, second model. This model we have already been discussed, and according to reduced form equations, the demand function is unidentified in this model, and supply function is exactly identified. We want to examine the identification of these two models, of these two equations, using the order conditions. The simple way, calculate the total number of variables included into the models, and that is quantity, price, and income. There are only three models. There are only three variables in the model. There is only three variables in the models. So we want to examine the identification of demand functions. So examine the demand functions to be identified. In order to be identified, the demand functions to be identified, it must exclude at least m minus 1 variable. So I have given you the method to first calculate the total number of variable in the models, and then calculate the total number of the variable in the equation of your interest. So there are three variables. Total variable in the model is 3, that is quantity, price, and income. And all these three variables are exist are present in the equation of our interest. So it means demand function excludes nothing. So the demand function is unidentified because for an equations to be identified, it must exclude at least m minus 1 variable. And in this case, m minus 1 equal to 1. So if demand functions to be identified, it must exclude at least one variable. But you can see that all the variables that are available in the model, that are present in the model, all these variables are present in the demand function. All variables are present in the demand function. It means demand function not exclude any of the variables. So demand function is unidentified. Look at the supply functions. We have total 3 variable in the models, and that is quantity, that is price, that is income. We have 3 variables in the model. How many variables are in given equation of interest? The equation of interest. This is our equation of interest, and we can see that there are only 2 variables. Total variable in model is 3. Total variable in the given equation is 2. The difference of these two number of variable is equal to 1. 3 minus 2, that is equal to 1. And according to formula, that is, for equations to be identified, it must exclude at least m minus 1 variable from the equations. So look at what is the m minus 1. M minus 1 equal to 1 because m is equal to 2. 2 minus 1 equal to 1. So you can see that supply equation is identified. It is exact identified because supply function exclude at least m minus 1 variables, that is equal to 1. So from these two equations, from this analysis, we can conclude that demand function is unidentified because it excludes nothing from the equations. For the identification of the demand function, it must exclude at least m minus 1. It must exclude at least m minus 1, but it excludes nothing. But on the supply side, it is exact identified because it excludes exactly m minus 1 variable from the equations, from the given equations. So it is clear from this analysis that demand function is unidentified, but supply function is exact identified. So you can look at the third models. In the third models, we have demand model is the same as above, but supply function is modified models. In the supply functions, in this model, one more variable has been added in the supply functions, that is PT minus 1. PT minus 1 is the previous year prices. So we want to examine the identification of these models. In the model, there are 2 equations. One is the demand equation, one is the supply equation. So first we calculate the total number of variable in the models. So total number of variable in the model is quantity, price, income, and fourth is previous year prices. There are total 4 number of variables in the models, but number of variable in our Equation of interest, that is demand function, because we want to examine the identification of demand functions. So there are three. It means in demand function exclude at least one variables. And according to formula, m minus 1 is equal to 1.